Welcome, Scorpio. I was just right now thinking, what kind of zodiac sign is now its turn? Scorpio, welcome to your weekly reading. My name is Angelo. If you're back at this channel, welcome back. I appreciate your presence. If you're new, welcome here. Just like to let you know you're at the right time, at the right place with the right spiritual team. Why spiritual team? Because your spiritual team is consulting with my spiritual team and energizing this new tarot card decks that I got. Ooh, Scorpio, this is your energy. Queen of Cups in reverse. I feel like there's some psychic abilities, awakening coming here, ringing in the ears. Clairvoyance as well. They showed me clairvoyance. It's third eye activation. Some good things are coming to you. And I feel like it has to do with going forward for your manifestations. When I split the cards here, Two of Wands energy and Queen of Cups, you receive some intuitive guidance to step forward and to continue the work for your projects, to continue the work for your manifestations, for whatever desires you have, as well as I feel like hitting on someone, maybe even flirting with someone for the one or the other if you have a crush on something or someone. And if you're single, if you're in a relationship, I don't know, receiving some intuitive guidance about some things. Again, like two wands here, now the moon in reverse, Pisces energy. Maybe you are wanting, maybe you want to hit on a Pisces, sun rising moon, or you have some Pisces in your chart. But a lot of, I feel like also seeing through the illusion with the Two of Wands, having a crystal ball in your hands and knowing exactly that your intuition gives you, your inner high priest gives you the direction to follow and where to put more action into. So let's see, Scorpio, sun rising moon. Yeah, I feel like you have been through some kind of Two of Cups in reverse energy, like maybe even a deep Leo that you have dealt with, but someone that brought a lot of instability and authenticity in your life. You released this person, or you released each other. But let's see, Scorpio, the last time shuffling. So let's see your current energy that you are right now. Celtic Cross, Scorpio. Wow, the King of Pentacles, you're very stable. Yeah, you're very stable in your being. You really know who you are. Maybe you have some Capricorn in your chart, or Taurus, or Virgo, or maybe you have some. But this is the energy that you have tapped into. I wanted to say maybe you have some friends there, but no, it's more the energy that you finally tapped into, Scorpio. And you're very stable with taking decisions. You exactly know what is it that, like, what is it that you deserve? What is it that you need? And what is it that you want? And you have everything. It was a long-term process. I feel like more in regards to, I keep looking at the yellow color in the background. A lot of solar-plexus activation. I feel like the one or the other, even, like I got tingles, I feel like the one or the other even had a lot of digestion problems or digestion issues. Feeling a lot of in your abdominal area. And this even resolved, this healed. It's been like your solar plexus is spinning more in alignment. It's not imbalanced anymore. It's more and more balanced and very stable. The solar plexus is also like I feel like you started working more with having lack and being and feeling worthy, that you deserve to live in prosperous, abundant life, like with your beliefs about feeling worthy and valued. You're more than enough, and you realize this more and more, Scorpio. This is your current energy. Let's see what's challenging you. The Queen of Cups again in reverse. I feel like there is maybe a Queen of Cups, or maybe you have met a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Earth energy, Sun, Rising, Moon, and you're the Queen of Cups that receives some fears or some worries about this person. It brings you challenges. Or you are having you have some Earth signs in your chart, and there is this Queen of Cups that you're dealing with, Scorpio, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But I feel like it's also just like maybe just you, Scorpio, that you're kind of here and there projecting some fear and insecurities still in your stability right now that you experience. And this is the challenge and the potential in this. The challenge as well as like the challenge, the difficulty, the obstacle, as well as the potential out from that situation. Trusting more in your stability that you achieved for yourself internally. I feel like this is more an internal stability, because you're dealing with internal security about the Queen of Cups in reverse. You don't know if it's more psychically that you receive some intuitive thoughts or downloads, or if it's more like based on fear, if it's based on intuition or based on fear, based on the divine and spirit, or based on wounded parts from the ego. This is the challenge for you right now, aligning more with understanding what is more coming from the intuition and what is not coming from the intuition, Scorpio. but you will find the stability. It's just like kind of a challenge for you in a good way. I mean, every challenge is in a good way. Let's see, what is your consciousness telling you? The devil. As I said, Capricorn. Maybe you're dealing actually with a Capricorn that brought some instability into your life, or brought some stability actually into your life, and you felt kind of codependency towards this Capricorn, or some attachment. But I feel like with the devil in reverse, there's some attachment going on in general that you realize for yourself. I feel like you had a crush on someone or something with the Queen of Cups here, and this was kind of, is this again codependency from my side towards this person? Am I attached towards this person? Do I love this person really? Or is this more like a love on they finally see me, someone finally sees me or hears me, and they make me feel loved, they make me feel like carried with their hands, they let me see, like they make my inner child be seen. And this is more like something in a way of being attached to this. But this is something that you realize because the devil came in reverse. I feel like your consciousness realizes more and more. This is also something that's why the stability card here is as well, when I said it's something internally. Because the devil talks about attachments, fears, and worries. Since it came in reverse, I feel like you realize more and more with your inner intuition, with your inner high priest, to see through your own attachments, that you're detaching yourself from people, from substances, eating, habits, whatever it was not really in alignment with you see through it. And this is amazing. What is your subconscious saying? Page of Swords. Yes, your intuition is awakening more and more. You observe yourself more and more. You came to a stage of observing your actions, your substance abuse or use, like, I mean, I'm a fan of telling, like, giving myself here and there some treats. Sometimes I like to roll myself, like a joint, and have a momentum of solitude on my own, because I feel like I have to treat myself, and I want to treat myself. I get to treat myself because I'm doing the work. And of course, I had also momentum in my experience on my journey where I was using the substance to cope emotions that I couldn't deal with, or to make it as a habit, waking up, rolling a joint, or continuing the day with this. And then it's like, okay, why do I do that? What is the intention behind? Because I'm a person, I'm really fast tending to become attached to people, to situations, to my North Node is in Virgo. This is a constant challenge for me to work with, to have a routine in my life and to set boundaries, and to not become too attached to people and to speak about needs and wants. This is something that I learned more and more within my years and my experience of my spiritual journey. And maybe for you as well, your subconscious mind, your inner Page of Swords, is observing more and more what are you doing, what kind of things you're using, what kind of overeating, substance, everything, like a lot of things here, and you realize this more and more for yourself. So with your subconscious mind, you're observing things before you actually do the action, before you react, maybe even with the devil card here, before you create illusions towards other people, because devil card is Capricorn energy, and Capricorn energy is seeing, like, creating illusions, creating fear, being manipulative. I tell you this as a Capricorn, and I have a lot of Capricorn placements in my chart. I know what I'm talking about. And this is something that you have changed more and more within yourself, and you're still changing that with the Queen of Cups here. And this helps you even to awaken more your inner Queen of Cups, to understanding what is it that you actually need and how can you fill your cup. You really need to smoke every 24 hours long the day, cigarettes or drinking alcohol or overeating. Like, do you have to constantly eat food? This is also something that I had to, that I got to work with as a child. I was overeating because I felt emptiness in my solar plexus. I felt like I was bored and I was feeling so alone. I was feeling a gap. I was feeling not worthy, and I kept feeling worthy of filling this gap of this hole of not feeling worthy with food. And this is something that you can ask yourself as well with your inner Queen of Cups. I feel like you're working more and more on stabilization, Scorpio. What is bringing you good and what is helping you? What is actually something that you need, and what is it that you want, and how can you use that? The fifth card, the past. The Eight of Swords, limiting beliefs about not feeling worthy. This is something that you have created more and more. As I said, solar plexus chakra, more and more aligned, more and more balanced. You understand more and more what kind of attachments you had towards circumstances, towards people, towards things, maybe even sexuality, maybe even expressing yourself, what is, like, all these things that I just said. And you realize this was just like something that was limiting you. You felt like you have to have breakfast every morning because without food you cannot start the day. But then you realize more and more with your subconscious mind, with your inner page of swords, is this really true? Like, do I really need to eat every day? You know, like, I don't mean disordered eating habits. I mean, like, more in a way of sometimes we tend to eat even though we're not hungry. You feel me? Like, that's why I'm doing intermittent fasting. Because I have reserves of energy manifested and fat in my body that my body can use to gain energy. So why should I eat something even though I'm not hungry, and even though my body has the energy to gain the energy that it needs from something else through different metabolizations like ketosis and, you know, like everything. You get me? 11-10, 11-11. And this is something that you realize as well for yourself. Eating was just an example. There's everything. Like, do I need to hook around 24/7? I mean, sometimes I have phases where I do that, you know, because sometimes I'm hyper sexual, but, you know, it's like in your hands. With the eating, with the hooking around, with smoking, with drinking, everything. Your future. Death card, rebirth, complete rebirth in everything. This is so beautiful. I see again when I look at the card a lot of solar plexus here. You're still doing the solar plexus work. You're still understanding Scorpio for yourself. What is really serving you and what isn't? What's your attitude? The hermit mood in reverse. I feel like you're still like, I feel like you kind of tend to feel stable and you're like, my consciousness is aware of that and my subconscious mind is observing these things. But your attitude, Hermit, Virgo energy, and I was talking about North Node on Virgo. Maybe your North Node is even on Virgo. Check this out because it's very, very interesting to read. Where is your North Node located in? Because this helped me a lot to understand my challenges in life and my relationships and how can I act, how can I communicate within my relationships. But Virgo is all about healing. And I feel like you're still like neglecting here and there to do some healing. You feel like you already healed enough. But I feel like there's still some healing to do with the Death card. With your solar plexus. You tapped more and more into observing your subconscious mind with your actions. Like, you know, you feel me? Starting meditation here and there, but there's still a way to become the King of Swords. Right now there's the Page of Swords energy. So it's like push-pull. That's why the Queen of Cups is here as a challenge. Because your inner Queen of Cups, your inner psychic center, there's still something you're still trying to acknowledge. What is actually filling my cup and what isn't? And this is why you get to become more and more in hermit mood. Take what resonates. But I feel like your attitude is like, I healed enough. I was doing enough healing. I was doing enough inner work. But I think there's still something that needs to show up here. Maybe some things that you haven't been aware of that was interacting with your solar plexus. Or maybe even other chakras. But I felt solar plexus chakra here. Very, very big presence here. And this is something like a lot of people, like all of us, solar plexus is like this chakra, I think, that we all like kind of have some work to do. Take what resonates. What's the environment with the 8 card here? 6 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're too much energetically with your mind in other people's business. Investing into other people's thing. And you need to realize there's some people that you're still like, that you need to go through a rebirth from as well. Here, even with the Death card. You know, like maybe this father figure in your life that was creating these conditionings within your solar plexus, those beliefs within your solar plexus, actually within your subconscious mind, but that interacted with your solar plexus. I feel like this father figure that you healed more and more from, though there is a mother figure, maybe your inner child, that there's some rebirth going through as well. The Hermit talks also about the inner child. Taking a step back, healing. With the Six of Swords, usually the Six of Swords upwards talks about troubled waters, but you will make it through. But Six of Swords is also investing mentally, emotionally into the wrong sources, especially if it's in reverse. I hear Libra. Maybe there's a Libra in your chart, in your friendships, sun, rising, moon, where you're investing mentally. Take what resonates. What's the hopes and fears? Strength. A lot of beautiful things. Look again, solar-plexus. I feel like August season is going to be, Leo season is going to be very full of blossoming, enlightenment, you seeing your infinite potential, that you can co-create and that you are a divine co-creator, and this is going to be the peak month for you, where you're fully seeing your manifestations are rapidly manifesting. Eight of Wands energy. Your infinite potential. Look above the female person here with the infinity symbol, the background fully yellow, solar plexus, worthiness, prosperity, abundance, healing, the sun energy. You nurturing yourself right now so much, because this is something, I feel like in August there's a lot of opportunities, a lot of doors coming to you, Scorpio, that will, where you need to give your all. And that's why you will be happy in August when you look back that you allowed yourself to have more healing. I know you're very impatient, and I know you already want to do, and you already want to take a step forward. Yet there is still some things that you need to realize that you get to do the inner work for, so it will help you in August. Being fully blossomed. The fear is that you're going to miss something. The fear is that you are like not going to see fruition or blossoming through doing more healing work right now, because it feels like you're very stagnant and you're not moving forward. But I feel like it's right now happening and falling together for your highest good, so you have the time to take the step back so you can take 12 steps forward, Scorpio. Sometimes we feel so stagnant and we don't know how to move forward, and we feel like we're doing something wrong, even though the universe created the circumstance for us. So we have the time to do the healing that we need and get to do. What's the outcome? Plus bottom of the deck, you becoming the emperor. Maybe you have dealt with the emperor, with a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, more like Aries energy, because Leo is already strength. I feel like Aries, maybe a father figure that you like, that kind of represented your own shadows, was very making you feel unstable, commanding you, dimming your light. I feel like calling you out things where you felt like not worthy, where you felt like the black sheep in your family. Very demanding, very ungrounded person, not very present. Just like keeps thinking about tomorrow, about 2 years ahead, where you're going to be, if you are having a house and a family, like this kind of questions. Very making you feel unstable, because they're very unstable. And that's why you have to meet this person. That's why you have to have, like, be in this dynamic. So you can have this inner strength of, so it can co-create you, or so it can co-create you to become the emperor, but not in a reverse way, more in a high-vibing way. Sometimes we see people that are representing some things that we have a lack within us, but they're overactive with that. So because we have a lack in that, and they're overactive with this, and they have a lack in compassion or kindness, that's why we're attracting each other. So we can see in them our own shadow, and they can see in us their own shadow. You feel me? And that's why you are, like, that's why you have met this emperor energy. Someone who's very unstable, not present, not listening, not grounded. Someone very demanding, controlling, maybe even manipulative. A father energy that is more in a low vibrational way. And the outcome is that you become the father energy that is more in a high vibrational way. And they also tell me the bottom of the deck again, the Two of Cups in reverse. I feel like letting go of this father energy, or this masculine energy, this toxic masculine overactive energy that is not in alignment, not resonating with you. And in the past, they were even creating these limiting beliefs. They were conditioning you to this person who had a lot of solar-plexus work to do, belief system work to do. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for being here with me. I appreciate your energy. If you are in alignment with my energy, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Subscribe to my channel. I send you lots of love, light, abundance, blessings, prosperity. Bye. And you can book me. Check out the description box below.